Good evening. My name is Brightops, and welcome back to the Darkest Dungeon and the Oynxthorn estate. Last time we killed a necromancer, and admittedly all was not right with the world, but it was at least a little bit better. Now we are going, after a brief looking around at what was available to us, we are going to go and pay the Warrens an early visit. I've already gathered our party together. We are bringing Diana, Ritz Buns, Miss Lana, and Solburius Rex. And we're going to pay the pigmen a bit of a visit. This will be a short one, so we will just pack the bare essentials. Let's see, I think that's... I'll take an extra shovel just for safety, but I think we're good. I will admit that part of the reason that we're coming to the Warrens, not only to open up a new area to explore, but also because of the promise of portraits. Yes, I am aware that going after portraits might seem strange, but they are one of the main currencies for upgrading the guild.
They breed quickly down there in the dark, but perhaps we can slay them even faster.
And I cannot help but feel that the whole point of
Packs laden with loot are often low on supplies.
I cannot help but feel that the whole point of dealing with the guild and getting that organized and set up as quickly as possible will greatly assist us in the long run.
Destroy them all.
Oh, so that's what you do. I thought that did damage, for some bizarre reason. What's even more impressive is the fact that actually managed to stun one of these buggers.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
And the maggots are dead. Hurrah. Let's see, what was our mission here? We're just doing a quick skirmish, 100% of room battles. We'll just clear this whole place out. And depending on how fast things go, we might try and unlock we may try and get a second opening dungeon in there while we're at it.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles. As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
And just a quick finish off there.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
And we're just going to take a moment just to recall some old lessons, and we're going to leave various curios that we find alone for the sole purpose of we're going to be coming back for them.
Watch your step.
Let's see, yep, you will do nicely. I will admit, the fact that none of our party people are really able to disarm traps, kind of a surprise, but we'll deal with it. see if we can get rid of at least one of you. Though,
Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
bit of healing all round just will help the party in the long run. This works nicely. We cured that blight, we've just boosted our accuracy and damage up a fair bit. Let's get rid of you, piggy. You are a pain in the ass.
Destroyed.
Well, there goes that stupid blighting son of a bitch. Which is going to just increase, make things happen a lot quicker. There we go.
This expedition at least promises success.
Yes, we...
Secrets and wonders can be found in the most tenebrous corners of this place.
Yeah. We took advantage of our excess torches to more or less now let's... You are worth getting rid of. Dark Temptation is always worth getting rid of. Just simply, if for no other reason than because...
Ambushed by foul invention.
Of just how much damage it can, how harmful it can be. Let's see if we can get rid of this little piggy. Because this little piggy can spread disease, and I'd rather not have to deal with that.
Ringing ears, blurred vision. The end approaches.
That's not good. Firstly, let's get rid of that, and we'll also give her some block, which is going to help keep her alive. Unfortunately, it did not, alas, prevent her from getting scurvy. Somehow. Give that little bit of health, just more or less get Diane off of Death's Door and get a bit of wiggle room. We'll give the party a bit more of a heal soon enough. We'll have a quick look at what scurvy does in a second. Because I don't think it's too terrible. Actually, let's have a look-see. Scurvy. Ew. Does 40% to bleed resist, 40% to move resist. Not good. Alright, here's Miss Solana's resolve. And she's paranoid. Wonderful.
The walls close in. The shadows whisper of conspiracy.
Alright, so that's one less obstacle, though we need to get rid of some... need to do some more damage. Because this stress is really starting to build up.
Palpable fear.
And Diana is fearful. Wonderful. That's exactly what we needed right now. And Miss Lana, in a fit of paranoia, has decided to throw her heal purely on herself, so that she doesn't have to deal with us. Wonderful. Heal the party. Wonderful.
Sedated.
Sorry, I've said that. I feel like I've said that twice now. That is my bad. Ooh. A 3 heal. That's definitely going to help us out.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
Ah, whoops. Well, that's annoying. I didn't realize that was what was going to happen. If I had known that, I would have had one of the other people use holy water on that altar. Oh well. I will admit I was kind of hoping there that that would have killed. Don't you just love it how these two, how Miss Lana and Diane are currently just sort of feeding off of each other? Well, that's one dead. One maggot down, two maggots down.
Cleansed from our
Let's see if we can get a third. I have to admit, initiative in this game is kind of weird, since it's not exactly written in stone.
Fiend.
Because your base speed of your character not necessarily what defines what turn you're going to go first.
Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
Alright, simple plan going forward. We're going to kill this lot. And depending on where we are after that,
A momentary abatement.
we're going to try and go through this dungeon and loot what we can. God damn, this thing is surprisingly tanky. Yeah, that or we just don't do a lot of damage. Let's see. Yep, we can hurt you with bleed. Though, apparently not this time around. No point trying to blight this thing. That 60 resist is makes them fairly hard to actually do blight damage to one of these guys. Though that low bleed speaks otherwise. Whew! Because I'm not gonna lie, Miss Lana's various high stress not doing me much in the way of favors. Alright, there we go, that's dodged. So that will make you a bit easier to smack.
Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
So you'll be dead, which is great. Hopefully you're not gonna join them.
The slow death, unforeseen, unforgiving.
And now we cut the pig down.
Ghoulish horrors, brought low and driven into the mud.
Okay. We have some room to work with here. And we might just go up and just go around, because let's face it, we might as well just grab all the items we can. Preferably with as little squealing pig as possible. And admittingly, that damage buff, not so helpful at the moment. No. They're bloodthirsty, fascinated with injuries, wounds, and all that. Oh well. And Rex knows how to disarm a trap. Wonderful. Rex is particularly good at disarming traps.
If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
Okay, and because I used our last actual menacing herbs, let's just not take this one, because I'd rather not take that dice flip there.
Some experiments should have never happened. You are doing just work ending them.
Let's see. You know what, just having a quick look at the time we've gone at, I might just give it a second quick run. Since this has been a fairly short episode otherwise. And Diana has become claustrophobic, and Miss Lana is obsessed with material things. Wonderful.
A fresh irritant to some. a sanguine memory to me.
Town's abuzz, that happens. Let's see. Desmis has gotten rid of Curious. Corin Brand has achieved Enlightenment. New quirk, Enlightenment, will only meditate for stress relief. That's alright. Conrad prayed and recovered 62. Lone Wolf Jackson has become a flagellant. In town, they will only flagellant for stress relief. Not good. And Sinister 7 is enjoyed their time at the brothel. Okay. First things first. These two are just we're gonna throw them into the chapel, and we'll just let them sort shit out. And we might save up a bit. If we can save up some more crests, we can definitely upgrade skills to level 3. Which would suit our purposes rather wonderfully. Actually, before we go any further, let's have a look-see at who have we got. See Jesto, who is obsessed with sainthood but good in the world and good unyielding. A plague doctor who has less bleed resistance but is a daredevil. And an abomination. Clumsy, obsessed with sainthood. Good in the warrens, and an early riser. I'll bring the Jester with us, because they're...
He will be laughing still, at the end.
Since he seems to have a fair bit going for him there. And, hang on, let's see, is there any... just any things we want to get rid of in a hurry? Let's see... Actually, why? Yeah, we'll get rid of Curious. Get rid of Curious. Anyway, let's have a look-see. What options are there for us? We can go for a medium, which into the Warrens, which for more paintings, which wouldn't be bad, but not a particular not something particularly stressed right now. Let's see, what have we got? And okay, we're gonna go and try and open up the wild a bit. Let's see who is good. Yes, Miss Corin Brand will be coming with us, because despite their various flaws, they're actually fairly good in the world. Let's see, Conrad would actually be pretty well suited here too, just simply because there's a lot of eldritch shit in this general vicinity. See, we'll give... Actually, no. We'll give Syria second a proper shot, because they haven't really gotten out to do much lately. And we'll bring Sinister 7 to round the whole party up. Now let's just quickly stock up on supplies, gain some torches. Make it 3 shovels. Actually, wait, this is the wild. Let's see. 1. We'll only bring 1 key with us simply because... yes, the wild does actually have, like, chests and stuff, but not many. Not many that really require keys. Other items are just more useful. So if nothing else, we've...
Corruption has soaked the soil, sapping all good life from these groves. Let us burn out this evil.
Okay. Disarm. Well, he tried. But no harm, no foul. And we'll just leave things alone, same as last time. We'll leave things alone and pick them up on the
Nature
way
herself, a victim to the spreading corruption, malformed with misintent.
And deal with our first battle of this run. Let's see. Why not? Knock him back. No, knock him back and stun him. I was hoping we could have stunned that thing too. Avoided the potential risk of it doing the whole blight thing, but... yes, I'll admit I kind of did forget just how... Well, just how much resistance to blight that these things actually have. Still, bringing 7's probably is not a mistake, since healing aside, there will be that healing would be particularly useful in getting rid of. And I just remembered,
This is how a life is taken.
I just remembered that the Plague Doctor, if they use their medicine on, well, anyone, they will quite literally cure themselves of status conditions as well. That was on me, I will fully admit that.
Unnerved, unbalanced.
Let's get rid of you.
Give them no quarter.
Stun you so that we can at least not have to deal with this anymore. At least for now, anyway. Huh. Didn't notice this before, but it seems that fungal artillery is surprisingly tanky. Might as well lower that ability to defend itself and to do damage at the same time.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
And that fungal spory bugger is dead. Hurrah!
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
Did we just get a double stun?
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Alright, open it up. Nothing of value. Okay. And lower the lights.
Darkness closes in, haunting the hearts of men.
Let's... I swore I bought bandages with us. I guess I forgot. Whoops. Sax contents. Wonderful. And bringing back the torchlight so that we can kick some serious tuchus. Alright. Let's knock you... Oh. Damn. I was kind of hoping that would, you know, knock them back. But apparently not. They just do not want to bloody be stunned this round, do they?
The horror.
And they're teaming up with poor Corin. Those bastards. I will admit, I do kind of find it a little bit amusing just how the stress is clearly pooling up the front of the party, whereas everyone behind a certain point is just doing absolutely fine. There we go. With him flung back, stunned, we can focus on trying to kill these things. With the added benefit, we don't have to worry about the stress stealers anymore.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
And Corin Brand is focused.
A moment of
Nice.
clarity in the eye of the storm.
Because
The
Corin
slow
Brand
death.
does not take anyone's
Unforeseen.
shit.
Unforgiving. A death by inches.
And then there was one. And him being stunned is useful, to put it mildly. Okay, she's back to full, which is great.
A singular strike.
Maybe not as good, but still a fairly high development.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Huh.
The darkness holds much worse than mere trickery and boogeymen.
Okay, it seems like we've done with all the room battles. And because we gained... Yep, bandages. Now let us see what this place has to offer us. Finish, it might have been better off there. Oh well.
fiend falls, a faint
One
hope
down.
blossoms.
See, don't think we've really faced much in the way of the brigands. But then again, we've only really come to the... technically, we've only really passed through this sort of area once before. Admittedly, we don't like coming through this neighborhood. As you can see, we quite clearly get shanked whenever we come through here. Not a friendly neighborhood in the slightest. And you are dead. Or you will be dead. She gave Conrad a bit of a buff. A fairly good buff to accuracy and crit chance. Very nice. Still, we might just do a quick bit of healing just to ensure that because while we don't have any more room battles up ahead, can't strictly speaking claim we don't have any more battles like this. And gone. Wonderful.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Let's see, what does the next... We're just gonna leave that
Secrets
alone.
and wonders can be found in the most tenebrous corners of this place.
Just gonna... Basically, if we don't have the item to deal with it, we're just gonna leave it the hell alone. Because it just makes life easier. Alright, Sirius II is having his resolve tested, and he has become hopeless.
There can be no hope in this hell. No hope at all.
Wonderful. Sirius gets a fairly decent buff, which is definitely going to be helpful. So you're dead. Good to know. Moving on to you. Well, mainly we should probably get rid of her, because she's gonna be a problem in and of herself, but admits, if for no other reason, at least killing the entire
Perched at the very precipice of
this entire
oblivion.
front line is not a bad thing at all. He's dead, he'll be dead his turn. Right, that's bonus against stunned. I keep forgetting that. I will admit, I don't get to play the Bounty Hunter as often as I would like. And she's gone. Wonderful.
Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
Alright. So what do we want to get? Well, we're gonna get rid of that one, honestly, simply because we don't have an arbalist anywhere. And we're done. All in all, that went remarkably well.
Driving out corruption is an endless battle, but one that must be fought.
So we get a bit more gold, a bit more air, and a lot more heirlooms to work with. Which is definitely going to be useful. Alright, Sirius Second has gained NC, which isn't great. We're going to have to get rid of that as quickly as possible. Kornbrand, Torn Rota, so her melee skills went down, and Precise Striker, a 5% crit chance towards melee skills. Alright, Conrad has gained Unyielding, which is fantastic, and Sinister 7 is soft. Yay.
A fresh irritant to some, a sanguine memory to me.
Yep, that will continue until something else comes along. So everyone passed through there. Let's see. Curious has been removed, Miss Lana is no longer paranoid, and Diane is no longer fearful. Wonderful. And we will also take this time to... because it's going to be a little while before we bring Sirius out again. We're going to get rid of NC, because I would rather not have to have him do things so constantly. Now hang on, before anything else, can we... we are just short of upgrading the guild to level 2. Though we can upgrade the cloister to level upper points, so that at least Miss Corin Brand will have a bit more benefit from visiting her meditations. And we'll also let Ritz have a proper rest, because she was rather high. And Diane, at last, we can get rid of her scurvy. Alright, now where does that leave us now? Well, who have we... let's see who we've got. A gravedigger with who is steady, but with a guilty conscience, which we'll bring along.
To those with a keen eye, gold gleams like a dagger's point.
Let's see, Precise Striker, so melee skills. There was clumsy and ascetic, which means that the occultist doesn't heal as much, and they're not that good at dodging. Though they do have some fairly... well, here's the problem with the Poundmaster, in that the only melee skill he's actually got is his blackjack. All the other skills he has either don't have are support or ranged. Let's see, and last but not least, a man-at-arms who has heal as gift, so healing skills are better at camp, and does not like the Eldritch. In exchange, she has a lazy eye, which is honestly pretty alright, because the only ranged ability he has is Bellow, which I am more than happy to get rid of, in exchange for something else.
The raw strength of youth may be spent, but his eyes hold the secrets of 100 campaigns.
Let's see, what do we want to give him in exchange? Yeah, bolster seems like a good trade-off. Yeah, wonderful. Now then, now that that's out of the way, we've had 2 for the price of 1. And that's where we're going to call it for now. My name is Bright Ops, and I look forward to hearing from you.